Welcome everyone to my channel that is Fast and Easy Maths, which is dedicated to give you tips and tricks related to mathematics. So if you're new to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell button besides it so that you get notified whenever I push up a new video. So students, today again we are going to talk about a sum which is very straightforward, but unfortunately, many of the students make silly mistakes and lose all these marks. Okay, so again, we are talking about the topic none other than matrices. Okay, so now let's do the first thing. Here we have been given two matrices, which is matrix A and then another is matrix B, and you need to find AB. Okay, so basically, you have to multiply A into B, and that is very straightforward. That becomes actually 600,060,006. If you don't know how to do the multiplication, I have shown it very nicely in a video which makes sure that you do not make any mistakes in multiplication of matrices. If you want, you can go ahead and click the link on the I button, but please do so after watching this video, because this is where most of my students are making mistakes and I don't want any of you losing marks in a topic especially like matrices, where these kind of sums are marked straight into your pocket. Okay, so now they have told that you have to find AB and hence solve the equation which is x minus y is equals to 3, 2x plus 3y plus 4z is equals to 17, y plus 2z is equals to 7. So basically we just write this matrix. So basically that is 1 minus 1 0, 2 3 4, 0 1 2. Here we had x, y and z, which is equal to, there's no equal to here, okay, 3, 17 and 7. So basically we can say that this matrix is nothing but what? The A matrix, so we write it as A into x is equals to, since the B matrix is already been taken into consideration, let's write this as nothing but C. So we can say x is equals to A inverse into C. Okay, till here most of my students have done no mistakes. Only if they have done something wrong, I can't do anything in that if there is something wrong in the multiplication, but most of them could actually reach here very conveniently. Now what happened was, from here they tried using upper triangular method, because especially when you have 0 and 1 over here, that looks very convenient, or they tried doing row transformation and same routine stuff. Okay, but the problem was most of them missed out on a very important word of the question, that was hence. Okay, so if you forget this particular word or if you ignore this word, then whatever you do after this makes no sense to the examiner. Okay, and you will have no points or no marks for whatever manner you do after this. Okay, so please ensure that you don't make these kind of silly mistakes. Students, if you like the way I'm explaining, then don't forget to hit the like button and also share these videos with whomever you think this might be very helpful. Okay, now here, since they have used the word hence, means you have to use AB in order to find your A inverse. Okay, so now we know that A into B is equals to, can I say it is nothing but 6i? Correct? This is actually, when you take 6 out of it, it is nothing but an identity matrix then. So we can write this as 6i. So now let's multiply both sides by A inverse. Okay? So when you do that, you have A into A inverse into B is equals to 6i into A inverse. So A into A inverse is nothing but 1, is nothing but I. So I into B will get you just B, and 6I is nothing but, sorry, 6I into A inverse is nothing but what? 6 into A inverse. So I can say A inverse is nothing but 1 upon 6 into B. Correct? Now this particular value we will substitute here and find the value of x, y and z. So let's do that. So 1 upon 6 into 2, 2 minus 4, minus 4, 2 minus 4, 2 minus 1 and 5, and this gets multiplied to 3, 17 and 7. Okay, so basically you are getting, let's take 1, let's keep 1 upon 6 outside. So 2 into 3 gets you 6, 2 into 17 gets you 34, so plus 34, minus 4 into 7 gets you minus 28. Okay, now minus 4 into 12 gets you minus 12, plus 2 into 4 gets you plus 34, minus 4 into 7 gets you minus 28. Now 2 into 3 gets you 6, minus 1 into 17 gets you minus 17, and 5 into 35, sorry, 5 into 7 gets you plus 35. Okay, students, please understand, here the order was 3 into 3, and here my order is 1, sorry, 3 into 1. Correct? So basically 3 into 3, and so basically the number of columns in this matrix and the number of rows in this matrix were equal. That's why I could do the multiplication. Okay, another thing, the final product answer would have an order of the rows of the first matrix and the column of the next matrix. That means 3 into 1. Correct? So now what happens is 6 plus 34 is nothing but 40, minus 12, sorry, minus 28 gets you 12. Okay, minus 12 minus 28 should get you 40 again, or minus 12 plus 34 gets you how much? That gets you 22, minus 28 gets you minus 6, and 6 minus 17 gets you minus 11, plus 35, that gets you 24. Students, don't forget that you have 1 upon 6 outside, so you just multiply this inside. So basically when you multiply 1 upon 6 with 12, your answer is 2. 1 upon 6 with minus 6, your answer is minus 1. And 24 when multiplied with 6 gets you just plus 4. Okay, students, I hope you have understood this sums, and the reason why I have taken these two sums, basically I have also made another video which I pushed last week. So if you have not seen that video, then the link of that is available on top as well. So please do go ahead and check that out, because these are the two types of sums which are very easy to solve, and unfortunately a lot of students have made mistakes in these kind of sums. So I don't want you to lose marks for this topic at least. So please go ahead, without fail, check that video as well. Also students, you must have noticed that by now I am pushing 2 videos a week. So on Monday we discuss a problem or a sum whose solution most of my students are not able to find, and on Thursday we discuss concepts or basic issues like whatever most of my students I am facing with, or my students are facing with. Okay, or there are a lot of you, or there are a lot of subscribers of mine who have approached me on Gmail and Facebook. So whatever issues they have, also I try to make a video for them as well. So in case you have any particular topic which you are finding very difficult, then please leave a comment about that topic. I will make a video for that as well. Okay students, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe these videos, because that is absolutely free, but that gives me tremendous amount of encouragement in keeping making doing these kind of videos. Okay, So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.